Nowadays I want to tell you HVAC is going to be very popular subject, and you can have a lot of job opportunities in abroad as well as in India. So my suggestion, I want to say you go through the Amazon website and you can find this practical approach of heating, ventilation and air conditioning technology part 1 book. So as of now this is available only in the Kindle reading mode. So based on your request you can give the publishing the book printed kind of thing. So I hope I have given a clear idea. So now we will have a small discussion on the heating, ventilation and air conditioning, how to design. So what are the contents we have included in the book designing. See here, so basically if you consider an space, there will be external internal loads as well as the sensible and heat gains. So what are the internal factors? The internal factors like the people who are inside the room and infiltration. So the heat which is coming from the side gaps of a window as well as lights which are contributing some of the sensible heat energies, and equipment like computer, monitor and other coffee maker kind of things, they will be giving both what you say heat related to sensible as well as the latent. So after constant heating, the roof also start giving the internal heat into the room as well as the flooring because of ground heating. Okay, so external heat gains mainly are caused because of the sun, solar radiation, and which is heating the glass, and in turn the glass is heating the air which is present in the room. And external walls, the walls, it may be a brick wall, a gypsum wall, any other kind of wall. So how to take the U values of this wall? So we have different uh, data book standards. We can study that one, how to put the value, take the U values and R values, and how to take U value when R is given. So that is the overall heat transfer coefficient of this that particular what do you say object you have taken, maybe brick wall or gypsum wall, any other kind of things. See now we can see the image exactly how infiltration happens. So here guys you can see there is a window, and in the fitting portion of the window, two windows are already there. There will be some gap. I can say the gap is just like 1 or 2 mm of gap where the humid air or hot air which is passing through the gaps of this window, which is called an infiltration. Try to understand this one. Some other things are called heat gains. What is the heat gain? Suppose if you include a electrical object which has a fan, so even though the fan is giving air, you can expect some of the heat from the motor as well. Internal heat gains you can see already I have told you. So those are people's, appliances, lights and equipment. I have already explained you clearly. And what are the shading devices? The shading devices are interior blinds to protect the sun rays coming inside the room, and external films. So these films are actually they restrict the radiation. Okay. You can have a broad look on this table, also small table. See how the sun rays are actually sunlight or sun rays which are reflecting some part of energy and some part of energy is transferred. Coming to the factors affecting the human comfort, see what are the basically parameters which affect the comfort of a person who is inside the room. See, the dry bulb temperature is very important. So you know how to take the dry bulb temperature, or otherwise we can have a session on this one. How to take a dry bulb temperature, what is the dry bulb temperature, its uses, and humidity, what is the humidity, how it is going to be affected with the normal living conditions, and air movement, the movement of air, how the pattern of air is falling on the occupant, the fresh air and clean air and noise levels actually of the equipment which is supplying the air is also very important, and adequate lighting. The lighting also should be adequate and it should not also generate heat more. So odors, that is smell kind of things. So these are the list of factors which are affecting the human comfort. Okay, so these two components are also very important, sensible and latent heat. It's the same thing you can see in this text mode actually, the conduction through exterior walls, roof and glass, conduction through interior partition, ceiling and floorings, solar radiation through glass, lighting, people, equipment, heat and infiltration. See, these 7 things, they all give sensible as well as latent. So whomsoever they are giving, the sensible are separated as well as the latent are separated, and we will take the total additive values and we will try to get the BTU. So each and every this particular external walls, roof and glass, there are some formulas basically. If you go to software, if you put in value, it is going to give some value, but you cannot understand how this value is being generated. So guys, I want to tell you that you join the course and you try to understand how we are going to solve and take the BTU value from the external walls as well as the roofs and glass. What are the tables we need to refer in executing the problem and getting the output. Similar thing is for here also, conduction through interior partition as well as ceiling, and how to take the reference of the solar radiation through glass, lighting, people, what type of load we need to take for people, is it a sensible or latent only, or both we need to take. Coming to lighting, so what about the lighting and different types of light, how the light is emitting the heat energy, what is the formula for these things. Equipment, what type of equipment generally present inside the room or inside the space we occupy. Sometimes there will be an milk boiler, coffee maker, which are going to add the humidity in a form of a steam as well as heat. So 7th one, you can see heat from the infiltration outside through the openings. See guys, suppose if you want to take air from outside to inside, definitely we are adding some dust particles and heat energy from outside to inside, heat energy as well as humidity also. So how we can control this before entering? These all things can be discussed in the further coming sessions, and you have an understanding of this thing, so that will be having a good idea for you. So guys, that's it for today. So I am going to conclude this one. So further we will see the other sessions.